conversation that the government of Israel is yet to handle. That's it. You know that. Like, so, well, you don't even. You're gonna let me answer it? Because you come with some kind of. Are you gonna go on? My understanding from previous conversations with you is that you think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my memory, that you think that the state of Israel is entirely illegitimate because of some nonsense about Mashiach, because of some nonsense about we never really wanted a secular sovereign state. You oppose polarity, right? You would prefer a Torah state, which is like totally an anti-Zionist position. From the very beginning of political Zionism, a Torah state was never. So the problem that I see with you is, first of all, you frame me here. Yeah, I have a lot of criticism towards the government of Israel. It doesn't mean that I support the destruction of the government of Israel and I handing it over to the Palestinians, right? Second of all, you said a lot of things about. I say that the creation by Zionism was against the religion. Yeah, it was against the religion. Probably you quoting me from other conversation that we had, but so what I said is accurate. No, it's not. No, it's not because no, it's not. No, it's not because you're taking what I'm saying. I say out of context. Right now, you also say that I want a religious state. This is what you say right now. Like, where did you? So let me ask it. Do you want a halacha run state? Let's ask it as a question. Halacha run state? No, would you prefer? I want to live in a democratic country, which is not ultra liberal, which is like more conservative. That's what I said. It's not anywhere near an ultra religious like a theocratic state. I never propagated for such thing. Right? So just don't try to frame me where I'm not. Everyone knows me in this application. You took me things that I never said. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with a lot of policies that Israel is doing right now. And I think it's fine. I'm allowed to do that. But I'm not calling for the destruction of the government of the state of Israel. I didn't say you were. And I'm not trying to say you were. And I don't care less for the life of the people in Israel than you do. So don't try to frame. Are you even listening to what I said? I didn't say that you are those things. Okay. So that's not okay. I'm allowed to have an opinion. This is what they hear because you just raised me to this. I wasn't that far off in my memory. A little bit imprecise, but I wasn't that far off. So, I'll be a Kazeri shoot. Okay, if you're fine with this inaccuracies, so that's fine. Okay, do whatever you want, but just don't spread lies on me, right? Don't go in this application because even though I have a lot of disagreements with Zionism as an ideology, as an historical ideology, right? I do not take the Palestinian side. I will fight among Zionists against Palestine if I need. It doesn't mean that I have to take whatever Zionist said as a gospel. That's it. Maybe you didn't understand that part. Just that. I understand you very clearly. You think the more I was in the, I served 3 years. I served 3 years in the IDF. I served as a soldier. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. You call me an anti-Zionist. Shut up for a second. I served where you are talking from over to forward. But I served 3 years in the. Wait. Can we just please chill? What's going on? Like, I think all of you are older than me. Can we just have a decent discussion?
People come for the dopamine feedback loop.
הבנתי טוב את העמדה שלך. אז עכשיו עזוב, בואו נתקדם. אתה לא צריך, יו, הייתי באמצע משפט, מה הבעיה שלך? ממש באמצע משפט. אנחנו לא עכשיו בבית קפה או על החוף.
יאללה, בוא, אז מה אתה רוצה להגיד, אורי?
הבנתי אותך, אילן. אני חושב שאני מבין את העמדה שלך. אני לא מסכים. זה הזכות שלי לא להסכים. אני מבין שאתה לא מסכים איתי, וזה בסדר. אוקיי? בואו נתקדם.
אוקיי, אבל... בסדר, תשמע, אני לא אמרתי שאתה חייב להספיק לי.
אין אבל, בואו נתקדם. לא, קדימה, לא אחורה. קדימה. קדימה.
I will keep on saying that they're wrong. That's it.
קדימה, אילן. קדימה. אל תהיה כזה confident. קדימה.
Ima Ribono Shel Olam Shema Ima. Are you on a power walk or something right now, Ima? Why are you so high, jumped up?
Yeah, this
I'm
is
walking the dog because I think he doesn't like because I'm embarrassed by you. סליחה, זה היה שאלה אליי. זה היה שאלה אליי.
Because we had previous debates and he
אילן, זה היה שאלה אליי. אילן.
Yes, I know. No, I know.
אין לך סובלנות?
I'm giving him information that he must know because you came here.
אין לך סובלנות.
Ima, you never did IDF, did you? Did you do your?
I'm not an Israeli. I am not an Israeli citizen, so no, I never served in the army.
Got it.
Yeah.
What was your experience like in Jerusalem? Did you do yeshiva there or something? What did you do there?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time studying there. I even got a degree from Tel Aviv University, but I lived in Jerusalem. I studied a lot in yeshiva. I studied at some other places, and I lived there. I was married there. My oldest son was born there. I lived there. It was my home. It is my home.
Wow.
I dream about it every day.
What's it like having a child? I mean, what happened in that marriage, or what happened in that relationship?
We're still married, and we have 2 more kids.
Oh wow! I thought you were I thought you were referring to your first marriage or something, but Mazel Tov.
No, same one, only one.
So I mean, why do you?
As an American, I think I have some experience in Israel that most Americans don't. So I can't be really strawmanned as some regular old American liberal who doesn't know anything. I know much more than most of those people, and I have much more personal, direct experiences, both with the people of Israel who actually live there, Arabs and Jews. And with like government structures and following the news and being a real part of society and speaking Hebrew, right? It's just, you can't strawman me as this stupid American liberal who knows nothing.
טוב, אני רוצה להגיד עכשיו משהו בבקשה. אורי, just to be clear, those people that live in Jerusalem, absolutely they will say to you that it is safe. Because the amount of safety that they think is adequate for someone who doesn't live in Israel is completely different than what they think, right? There is some type of a interpretation gap, right? For me, I will go to Jerusalem, although I know it is not safe, for some other people. But to say for like an American that never experienced anything like that, right? People that, I don't know, for example, born after 9/11, right? It is not safe, and I will not say to them, oh, it is safe, because I know that the comparison would be to the U.S. And that's not the case. There are, אירועים חבלניים in Jerusalem.
Rody, I know you don't live in America.
Statistical possibility. The New York City subway is statistically more dangerous than in Jerusalem.
Yep. So is Chicago.
right,
Every
somewhere
single
every day.
weekend.
So you tell me about the relative safety. No, it's been that way for decades and decades.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Well, wait, let's say you're right, okay? But what if someone asks me, you know, how safe is Jerusalem? If my answer will be, it's more safe than the subway. So yeah, I wish you say something better. Like it's actually safe, not just more safe than the subway, right? Because if I say it's more safer than the subway, if I say safer than the subway, it's still not so safe, but it's a little bit better than the
I don't
subway.
want to understate. Yeah, look, I don't want to understate the legitimate risk that there is in Jerusalem. I'm not downplaying that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. But I'm saying if you're making a relative comparison between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, right? So for example, when people ask me, is it safe to go? Americans, I say, yeah, it is safe to go. Here's how it makes it safe. And the chances of you getting robbed, getting shot, especially if you live in a big city, right, don't even compare to the likelihood of you being in some kind of attack, especially as a tourist, right, where there's like increased measures to help keep people away from dangerous areas and things like that, right? So
just is intrinsically safe. I don't understand.
Just one second.
I agree with
Uli. If a German person will ask you how safe is the New York subway, you'll probably say not that much. You know what? If you want to go there, just If you one second. Wait 1 second. You will not say it is very safe. You'll probably say keep your things. 1 second. Please let me finish. You'll probably say, keep your things close to you because someone might want to steal them. Or just avoid the crazies that you will see in the corner. Like, you will not say like for a German person. Because for a German person, it's not comparatively safe to what they have.
Yeah, it's
So what I would say to a German person, what I would say to a German person is certainly, right, you give advice about a city that they don't know. Here's what to do on the subway. Don't put your bag on the floor because it's likely to end up in pee, right? Hold your stuff safe. Right? This is just normal, regular common sense. I would do the same thing for people in Jerusalem. Let's give people the correct lay of the land. We don't have to relativize, right? This is comparatively more safe or less safe. You tell people what to do. You say don't ride the bus, or if you feel uncomfortable, do ride the bus. You say take cabs. You say don't go to east. Don't turn this way when you're in Yerushalayim in the old city because you're going to end up in a part of the city that's not that comfortable for you. Don't go past.
What did I say?
Shoot them.
If you remember,
Chase
what did I say?
I'm agreeing with you that you have to give people accurate information, but I don't think you have to say.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, but I don't think to say it isn't safe as the lead is the correct thing to say. I think you lead with it's very safe, and here are the relevant contextual risks. And you can navigate those and still be exceptionally safe and feel very, very safe.
So you're saying to a person, a place is safe, but you hard to risk, and then there are big risks. So there's something about the safety.
No, there are tiny risks. You're saying you're wrong. No, this city is safe. But here are the things about the city you may not know. If someone asks me about Jerusalem, I say,
First of all, so
buses
let
are
me tell you something.
statistically safe. Statistically, they're safe. Not only are they safe, they're safer than taxis. But you shouldn't walk around East Jerusalem alone if you don't know where you're going. You shouldn't be wandering around streets and areas that you don't know where you're going. So, but if you're in the Jewish area,
Great news.
buses are safer than taxis. Car accidents are way more dangerous.
Send it to the White
I
House.
lived in Jerusalem during the Second Intifada. It was perfectly safe. Now, terrorism is scary because things are happening and it's frightening. But if you want to know from a very rational, statistical level of you getting hit in a bomb, even in the worst years, it's 30 people in the entire city. Again, it's a tragedy for those 30 people, but to call it unsafe, it's just not true. It's a very safe city.
I agree. Very safe city.
I would allow my kids to wander around alone. A lot safer than here. Here, if a kid their need. They might be laying there for 20 minutes or something.
I would
In
agree.
Jerusalem, every
I
mother
would
will
agree.
carry that kid home for them.
I would agree if you say to someone, even in Jerusalem, some places are safer. Like, don't go to the like eastern side of Jerusalem. If you go there, you need to take these repercussions. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I get it. I get it. Of course, it's safer to go with like places where like most of the population is Jewish. Of course, it's much safer to go to condensed places with like the Eastern Jerusalem mountains. Of course. But
Look, I lived in the south end of the city. Right? Near villages like Jabal Mukaber and things like this. We used to hear, the gunfire and the fireworks at all their weddings, right? The road that I lived off of had the Egghead buses driving by and also had the white Arab buses that come from Bethlehem and come into the city. And occasionally I would ride the Arab bus if I was running late and I missed my bus or whatever. Perfectly fine to do. Not that comfortable necessarily, but I think perfectly safe.
I will tell you something. If I ask you a question, is it safe to go to Ukraine right now? Like let's say to go to someone. Wait. Because people ask
West Ukraine, where in Ukraine?
Wait a minute. People want to visit like holy places, like graves and stuff, tzaddikim and something like that. They want to go there. They say, but there is a war in Ukraine. If you go just to the statistical number, I know thousands of Jews that just went there in the last year. Nothing happened to them, and mostly they're not going by the war areas.
They're going to Uman to see Rebbe Nachman's grave. Nachman!
Wait. So, but if overall someone asks me, is it safe to go to Ukraine right now? Like, what would be the correct answer? What do you think?
I think the correct answer is it depends on where you go. I wouldn't necessarily. The only war zone that personally I would feel comfortable going to is Israel. The only one. Because of the confidence that I have in the army and my experience having lived there during the Intifadas, right? So it's the only place that I would go in a war zone. I would not recommend people to go to Ukraine, except it depends on where you're going, right? In other words, thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
If you go to Uman, the Neshama of Reb Nachman will protect you and guide you.
They went to Uman. Not a single one of them was killed as a result of the war. Not a single one. Right? So I think there are ways to go to dangerous parts in the world and remain safe. This is all a personal decision, right? I don't think that anyone's opinion, like I'll tell you this, right? For example, the State Department consistently, right, has warnings, travel warnings about going to Israel. Think anybody actually heeds those? No. Because they're actually trumped up observations.
Christian tourists.
Yeah. Christian tourists what?
They will heed those because they don't know. The thing is like this.
Well, yeah, except that Christian tourism, except that even in regular years, Christian tourism outpaces Jewish tourism by
next year that the State Department says not to go, it does slow down. They do keep that.
It slows down, but they still go in large numbers anyway.
But the main point is like this. You said Ukraine. To me, Ukraine is a big, scary country because I don't know the place. When you say Israel, I know the difference between Gaza, East Jerusalem, and West Jerusalem. It all has to do with how much you hone in. New York City has X amount of crimes a weekend. Well, most of them are violence that the people know each other. Going to visit multiple areas of the city are very, very different than going to visit other areas of the city. I know the place. I know what it means. It's a big difference. Yes, terrorism is scary. The reason they do terrorism is because it makes the news, more people die, and it frightens the city. But if we're talking about reality, it doesn't change your expectation of life by even one iota. Jerusalem is a very safe place, even during the Second Intifada. Hopefully that won't come back again. But to have Israelis talking about Jerusalem more dangerous than Tveria, it's silly. It's just not. I get the fear, but it's not true.
Okay, so I agree with Mayor, but I am on some level. But it's nothing new. Like, the war didn't change anything. But so we haven't said that
My friend
since the 9th of October. Yeah, I don't think there is a change. I think there is more chances of something exploding right now, but it doesn't mean that before the war there was not like things exploding.
But they're
Right? So
statistically significant. That would be like me going to a doctor and said your chance of getting the flu yesterday was 0.02, today's 0.021. Okay.
And also things were not really exploding. People were getting stabbed and it was running over by 10 years and things like that. It wasn't exploding, right?
We
saw to the fact that it wasn't.
An explosion, Baruch Hashem.
That's right, and that's because of the wall. The security wall basically saw to the fact.
Yeah. It was more than just a wall, but it was a beefed up.
No, but that was a huge contributing factor because most of the bus bombings came from the West Bank. They weren't East Jerusalem Arabs. They were West Bank Arabs, and the wall really slowed that down. And you see, for a couple decades now, almost, right? Buses aren't blowing up.
When my daughter went to Poland, we had like a parents' pre-meeting on the phone, and one mother, I didn't talk much. One mother was afraid because it's bordering Ukraine. I was literally biting my lip not to laugh. I mean, this lady was just being ridiculous. She looked at Europe and said, is it possible that Putin will invade Poland? I guess it's possible, highly unlikely. If Putin invades Poland, Europe becomes extremely dangerous at that point. So what was cute was a Russian lady broke in. I was like, don't worry about Putin invading Poland here. And they, by the way, they were going to Israel. So she was perfectly okay with her daughter living in Jerusalem, but she was here in Poland. And remember, people just have perceptions. It's not reality.
My dad used to travel to Israel professionally. And I remember during the Gulf War when he was going back and forth, right? When Scuds were coming, well, he always went, right? And when he got off the airplane, he carried his gas mask around that was provided just like everybody else did. And there's a certain way of living all over the country that's with this kind of underlying, anything could happen anywhere at any time, right? And that's just a reality for almost everywhere in Jerusalem, maybe not a lot.
okay. I don't think
Everywhere in the world, that's right. So there are different precautions. The kinds of precautions one takes in Israel and that one takes in Jerusalem are to address just the reality, right? I don't know that that makes it more or less safe. It's just that every place in the world has its own context, has its own crime story, has its own whatever, right?
Do you know what ticks are?
Ticks.
Ticks is a little bug that has a small chance of carrying Lyme disease. And if you live in this region, in New Jersey, there's a lot of them. And in the summer, we know at night, we check ourselves for ticks, and if you get a tick, you can get a Lyme disease, a horrible disease. My friend from the West Coast came to visit. He's like, I don't know how you live in a place where you go bike riding and you might end up with the disease. I said, you're from California. You live in a place that at any moment the ground could shake and a building could fall down. Isn't that frightening? We all have our risks that we just live with. He was like literally panicked from Lyme disease. And when I said that, he was like, yeah, we all have our...
Have you ever been bit by bed bugs? I used to, I lived in a really horrible place once with bed bugs, and let me tell you, there is nothing worse than having to live somewhere with bed bugs. That is the most depressing, horrible thing. It is horrible.
It sounds
But you know what's even worse than a bed bug? The stage 4 cancer.
I used to go to Israel like during the early 90s and during the whole 90s really, and I think it was Mia that said it is true. I used to walk around Jerusalem, no problem at all, like no fear. If it happened, it happened. You just whatever. And I live in London as well, right? And on a similar scale, we used to have the IRA, the Irish, because obviously similar thing to Gaza, like with the IRA, and they were bombing London on a monthly, weekly basis, blowing up London, blowing up all over England. The trains you used to be careful on; they used to blow the trains up, all the buildings, any government building. And you know, it depends. It does depend. Is Ukraine safe? Probably not, obviously, because they're in the middle of a war. But when there's terrorist attacks, like what goes on with Israel, and like similar to the UK, I think it's. I just think you've got the people of New York, London, and Israel surroundings, because Israel's a small country. You just got to live with it. They do live with it. They just get on with it. You can't give in to the terrorists.
Well, what I don't understand, why isn't the U.S. government making raids on these fugazi nonprofit charities that are funneling money and essentially
Yeah.
doing tax evasion and generating hundreds of millions of dollars and probably sending
know if
it
you
for
guys-
personal use?
I don't know if you guys can Google it, right? But there was a documentary dropped on the BBC yesterday called Panorama, and it was about how Hamas follow the money train, basically. So you follow the money, right? And evidently, Netanyahu, about 2 years ago, one of his officers, and I'll find out his name, one of the guys in his cabinet said, you know what, the only way we can stop Hamas building up their weapons and using the charity money is follow the money, right? Just like they did with Al Capone, right? They never got Al Capone on any mafia and prohibition, anything to do with that. They only got him on the money because he didn't pay income tax. So we've got to follow the money trail. And Netanyahu said, yeah, we'll do that, and he never did. The guy said, we asked him on a weekly basis in our cabinet meetings. And
Well, I don't understand why the Secret Service or the FBI hasn't raided the offices of these nonprofit charity scams, because they're engaging in essentially, they're financing terrorism.
Yeah. Netanyahu, he was actually said it. There was a video saying he was saying it in one of his cabinet meetings. He allowed an airplane coming into Doha. From Doha, flying in, I think $50 million a week or $50 million a month in cash, coming in because he thought, whether or not I don't know, he thought it was charity money and they need the cash on the ground. He let that happen. I'm just saying, and it was no fake news. He said it in one of his meetings.
Well, it's not like I'm sure he could send commandos and just take it or even stop it. I mean, listen, the big thing is this crypto shit is that the Sam Bankman-Fried, all this stuff with the crypto has essentially allowed terrorist, proxy states and stuff to essentially move the money around. I mean, the crypto makes, the financing aspect of war very, shadow-like. I mean, because there's no real ability to seize or track or stop the conversion.
What terrorist group is getting this money? You guys have $50 million going to people's hands?
No, I don't. Well, no. Well, evidently, so Doha was flying in. Obviously, there's quite a few of the Hamas leadership over in Doha, right?
Oh, Hamas is
They were flying an airplane. Israel was allowing it. I don't know where the airplane was landing because maybe there was an airstrip there originally, but up until a few months ago, they were allowing this to happen. The money was going supposed to be the money on for construction of hospital. Obviously, it wasn't going towards that.
The hospitals that you guys bombed and killed?
I knew he was going to do this.
Well, the money wasn't going towards hospitals, was it? It was obviously going towards all the tunnels.
King, they were trying to open up an international shawarma franchise, and they had to shut it down because the meat was just too succulent and juicy, and they were outselling Taco Bell. Don't you know, King, about the trade wars of Yum Brand Foods and the terrorist Zionist, white colonialist settler terrorists that are destroying the free Palestinian people?
No, but also all of the coming in.
Don't worry, Israel is coming to an end soon. It says it in the Quran, in the Bible. Guys, time is up.
Oh, we wipe our ass with the Quran, you know that.
Yes, we know, and you're gonna wipe your ass in hellfire too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hellfire.
You're not anti-Semitic.
King.
What did you say?
Is there 2 million Muslims?
You say that I'm anti-Semitic. What does it even mean? Well, I don't think that's what you say.
There's 2 million Muslims, right? Right. So that means that every single non-Muslim is going to hell. Is that what you think?
No, not really.
Well, you just said go to hell. You just said
you're just lying because Muslims say that every non-Muslim is going to hell. I was like.
Somebody ended the room. Yeah, it really makes the point. Be careful who you bring into your house, because I'm connected to all these alternative people that I follow. So Rhodey shut that room down because there's all kinds of, interlopers. So essentially, associated friendships can generate interlopers.
It's not a conspiracy like this.
Well, there's an invisible hand in America. And
it's literally not an invisible hand.
So let's not take any accountability as Americans.
No. It's literally like Burkina Faso's connection.
Are you kidding me? The only unaccountability is with the Democrats, Grace, and they're the clown people running the show.
Yeah, the Democrats are pretty fucked
I mean, that's what people don't understand. The Democrats run the military-industrial complex. The supposed liberal peace, accept everything people are running the war. How is that possible? It's such a dichotomy or an irony, or it's the truth of the earth. It's flat.
Oh no. The military-industrial complex changes hands. I don't think under a Republican administration that the Democrats are running the military-industrial complex. I think it switches hands evenly. All foreign policy is the same.
But you never hear them talk about it. You never heard a black person say, I want to stop the military-industrial complex and defund their operations. Nope, never heard it. Never heard Maxine Waters say it.
Right, but like, are you in community with black people enough to make that?
Yeah, I'm on Clown House.
Yeah, we literally say that all the time.
Never finished
You do?
that.
Yes.
I never heard you say it. What are you going to do?
This is your first time even being.
Go ahead, let me hear it in summary in like 10 seconds. I bet you can't say nothing.
Wait, what?
I bet you don't even know the corporations, the top 10 corporations in the military-industrial complex, and you're going to lecture me about how you lecturing everybody about how to stop them? You don't know shit, son.
That's a nonsense.
No, it's ad hominem, moron.
No, that wasn't an ad hominem. I hate the big bros, bro. Whoever taught you guys these words, yeah, wrong. Like,
Listen, I want to compromise.
set that person
Let's
off.
just drop the past and compromise now.
Justin Trudeau is dead. Ignore that.
I'm not a troll.
Anyways,
I am not a troll. Slide is the troll. He is the master body mass index analyst. No one can analyze body mass index in the way that Slide can. He is the quickest calculus I've ever seen.
Okay. Did you get your attention? Did you get enough, or you want to keep going? Okay, good. I think he's good. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of black people that are against the military-industrial complex. I don't understand where that argument came from.
Ross, because is everything for you black and white?
Yes. Everything. I completely 100% view the world through a racial lens, and whenever I have my secret, whenever we have our secret Black people meetings, we are constantly planning the overthrow of white people as a race and as a ethnicity and as a global superpower. So.
Oh, we have our secret meetings on Clubhouse.
Oh no, it's not in Clubhouse actually. It's actually George Soros. George Soros actually shoots us the money and funds us to be able to, participate in the great global project of overthrowing white people. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I knew it.
Coming for you.
We have finally found the traitor.
So,
Send in the white forces to destroy this traitor.
But Grayson, you're not the right type of black. You aren't loyal to the Democratic plantation, okay? And so we come after blacks like you. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I'm not
We're coming for you.
We are coming for you.
Netanyahu is funding us. George Soros is funding us. We're coming after you.
Grayson, I just want to say you're a weird guy, troll.
Yeah, Lala's one of them too. Did you get your George Soros check this month?
That's right.
I got my little check too.
I got my little check, my $10,000 Open Society Foundation check from Alex Source. Thank you, Alex. I love you. See you next year in Davos.
We're gonna rig the election again. Joe Biden's gonna win, and even if he wins, we're gonna riot some more Where after he wins,
And I'm gonna kick her ass with my MAGA shoes.
Yeah. After Joe Biden wins, we're gonna riot and we're gonna.
Those are clown shoes. I bought 10 of them. I've invested heavily in those sneaks. I ran the 50-yard free 3 seconds faster in those sneaks. It's something about those shoes that give you an adrenaline boost. There's power in the magic slippers.
How much do you guys get paid to riot?
It typically depends on how much damage you do. They usually calculate it, and then going off of that, that's when they.
Well, you guys always destroy your own community.
How are you able to prove like how much damage you guys have done? Do you like take pictures of it? And then
Yeah, of course. Everybody has cell phones.
You see, it's called
You guys always
arrears.
destroy your own community.
It's called in arrears. It's retroactive payment based on the square footage calculus of how much destruction your average BLM rider creates in your average white neighborhood. You're not that funny either, Roscoe's. You a fucking moron on top of it.
He asked me a question I'm trying to answer. So actually, if you read the bell curve, Charles Murray talks about this. Us Negroes, right? We don't really have a way.
That much intelligence.
Yeah, we're quick to anger.
Highly emotionally reactive.
Yeah, we're not good at regulating our emotions. Read the bell curve, and this is why we destroy our communities.
It's a mental, emotional health disaster.
Yeah, Jefferson, 1 second. Yeah, I read the bell curve like multiple times. When I read the book, I didn't see
It's
any
like the
mention.
Bible to me.
Yeah, I know. It's like the Bible to me. And when I read it, I didn't see any mention of like black people in it at all. It was just talking about like
The brain, because everybody's brain is pink.
But I must have missed that chapter where he said that stuff about blacks, because I know he was talking about.
We all got the same skin color on our brains.
Remember the part with the experiment where they told the Asian child and the white child, hey, you can either have one piece of candy now, right? Or you can wait a little bit longer and get 2 pieces of candy. And the nigger child, he didn't want to wait. He wanted the candy.
Jeez,
right
that
then.
word is so aggressive.
No. This is the truth. I mean, you were asking why we.
Yeah, I don't like hearing that word. It's
We
very
don't
Yeah.
really have.
Moderator, please let this mental midget stop using the N-word, please. That's very racist and offensive and gaslighting, Roscoe's. Don't gaslight anymore, Roscoe's. You've been warned. If you gaslight one more time, I'm gonna have you removed, Roscoe's. Stop it. Stop being so gaslighting. You control your speech and control your thoughts. Do not use that N-word anymore or you are gonna be kicked. Say it. You agree or you disagree. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Lala, I have to go soon. I'm only 13% of the population, but I need to go commit 50% of all the violent crimes. So.
Oh, that's another dumb topic.
period.
That's that talking. Oh my god.
How are the black men in here contributing to their 50%?
I'm about to go to the gym and read a book on psychology by C.G. Jung and educate a group of young African Americans to vote Republican and get gun licenses so they can carry and conceal to fight the terrorists destroying my city.
I'm gonna take public transportation and not pay. That's how I'm gonna contribute to 50% of the crime.
No. It has to be violent crime.
Oh, violent crime.
I'm gonna find my local gangbangers and read to them the U.S. Constitution.
I'll take the Google to see what kind of violent crime I'm comfortable committing.
Does hurting oneself count?
No,
If you vote
that's usually
Democrat,
a-
that's what happens.
There's usually a Caucasian thing to take their lives, and I don't
Not
think
really. That's changed quite a bit.
Oh, no,
Yeah, these young people are killing themselves on YouTube.
No, it really hasn't changed. And if you want to, like,
Hey, you saw one episode of Rick and Morty and made that your personality, huh, Jefferson?
Roscoe's, just maintain your lane and know your boundaries and focus on yourself. Stop self-centering me.
And he was like, I need to get on this. Like, when I get on Clubhouse, I'm going to do my best Morty voice, and it's going to be hilarious. They love me there.
Try to step outside your boundaries and create a new personality for yourself and find out how it impacts your life.
If I keep using the voice, maybe they'll laugh.
Roscoe's, the problem is you are suffering in your real life. I've come here to tell you to stop desiring more because it's not
maybe
going
they're
to
just
help.
laughing off mic. This is really hitting right now. They're just laughing off mic.
I hope you understand. I'm not perturbed by what you're saying. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you do. I'm here to make fun of you, to troll you nonstop forever until the day that I die.
Maybe the people will accept me if I peacock and gesture.
That's right. You see my feathers? You see my feathers shaking, everybody? You see that great ass, that peach? You want to stick your dick in my booty hole, Roscoe?
I'm not getting reactions, but I believe that this is hitting.
Oh, communication is hypnosis. And Ludwig is here. His shiny pearly head looks like a drop of semen.
If I keep doing it, eventually they'll laugh.
Eventually, they will come to know the truth of the earth, and it is flat.
Keep going. Maybe somebody will laugh eventually. Keep going.
Okay, Slide is a calculator. He is a human mathematical genius who knows the body mass index of a beautiful woman before she even opens her mouth. How the fuck can a man be Albert Einstein and Jesse Jackson at the same time?
You good? You done? Is that the big...
No, I'm not finished. Listen up, everybody. If you think that the past 3 years, 4 years has been a giant conspiracy theory to inject you with a Pfizer experimental sterilization cocktail, Roscoe's, maintain your lane and mute up. I'm not finished speaking yet. Stop it, Roscoe's. You're being rude now. You're being rude. Moderators, mute Roscoe's or put that motherfucker in the goo. All right, thank you, Roscoe's.
Can someone please put up a laugh emoji, please?
Now, if you go to your local Walgreens and talk to your pharmacist today about getting the latest updated Pfizer vaccine, tomatoes. Roscoe's.
Yeah, you're real natural.
Yeah, you gotta get better material.
You're like a step below Grayson. Like, y'all are some bad fucking trolls. Like, really fucking bad.
Great Halloween costume. Is that your husband?
No, that's representative of the roaches that I like to exterminate, like you.
Really? It looks like your daddy. But you don't got a daddy, do you?
This is Greg Leaks and Lenithia Leaks, so I don't even...
I don't understand even what you're talking about.
It's like if they want an anti-black troll, like they need to use like the real like Groyper talking points. You know, they gotta turn those.
What's a Groyper talking point? What is a Groyper?
Yeah, I know. Like there's trolls. Like I remember back in the day when the trolls on Clubhouse used to be good. That's why I be like,
no man.
Cappuccino's a good one.
You know, I never heard a group of people just complain as much as you. Right. What is it in your DNA that causes chronic complaining syndrome? It's unbelievable. You're not even happy with the trolls, the people that come here for free to troll you, and you're still not satisfied.
Yeah, it's like a half coon, like half Morty troll. It's not really working.
Really weird. It's not that good.
I don't know how to tell you this any more subtler and any more kind, but I pray for your lives that Jesus will come into your soul and illuminate you and make you holy men and women of God.
I know, bro. You gotta get better at this, man. Come on.
When was the last time you dumb motherfuckers read a book? Hello, motherfucker.
I'm not even mad at you.
Hello, motherfucker. Hello. Hello, motherfucker.
Do you write your own material?
This is clearly off the cuff.
Hello, motherfucker. Did you think coming to Clubhouse today was gonna get you somewhere? Like you were gonna learn something or have some fun or something?
Real question.
Go ahead, Roscoe's. Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, what's your North Star? Like, what's your character's, like, motivation? Like, what is your goal when you come into spaces? Like, you need a thing, like,
You projecting now, you dumb motherfucker.
No, I'm trying to, like, help you. Like, when you
help yourself before you try to help other people.
You need a theme. You can't just come up and have like a Morty voice.
I had a
You
theme.
need something.
I had a theme, and then they deleted me yesterday. You can go talk to your brothers about why they decided to delete me. I don't know. You talk about mass reporting. I don't know.
If you're gonna be an anti-black troll, then like you gotta like be more anti-black, be a little bit more spicy.
You see, there we go again with black. Like you own the color, motherfucker? No, you an African. So shut your fucking mouth, African.
A little bit more.
Good. Let's hear it. Let's hear about the black. Let's hear about the color black. Tell me, do you dominate the black whole color? Is that your color? I didn't know you own that
I'm really
color.
trying to help you. Like, are you gonna like go for xenophobia, or are you just gonna go for like general like anti-black?
I'm going off the fact that your dumbass hasn't read a book in 10 years, motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker? You an idiot. And this is called mentalism. And you fell for the trick, stupid. Hello, this is hypnosis.
So is your theme like I'm smarter than
Hello?
other people?
Hello? Hello?
You're struggling to find
Hello?
when you find a character.
Hello?
Can somebody kick him out?
Hello? Hi, Jazzy. Welcome to Mentalism. This is Sly's Friends Room.
Streaming you on Instagram.
Hello? Oh, you thought coming here?
Please say something funny. Anything, bro. Just
Hello?
Anything.
Like, I swear. He's funny.
Just don't acknowledge.
Yeah.
That's
Hello?
not gonna work. He's gonna-
Hello?
Because when you talk to each other, he's just gonna do that right there.
Hello?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you mean you got exhausted with your shit, Roscoe's, and now you just shutting the fuck up? Cause you got nothing else to say? I was the center of attention for a moment. What happened? Jazzy came in and sucked all the gas out of my ass. Hey, Jazzy! Go ahead and kiss Ludwig and exchange my fart gas from your mouth to Ludwig's mouth.
Okay, open
Yo, Rick and Morty really ruined society, man. There's some good jokes on there, and then, like, niggas really took that show and, like, ran with it.
No! Hey, motherfucker!
Later.
This is like you wake up every day. Edmund is your name, I believe, Jefferson.
No!
This is like...
You about to project, Ludwig. You come on Clown House and can't even string a sentence together.
And then I don't know how it like attracted. Yeah, first 3 seasons, very well written shows, and then it attracted like the worst type of people that don't understand like the philosophical elements of it, or like, you know what I'm saying, like the nihilistic comedy. They just
Listen, you dumb motherfucker.